Welcome back to another YouTube video. On this video, I want to talk about the two losses that I incurred on Nasdaq. It's a loss I took yesterday, where I lost around 1% of my 10k account challenge, and today I lost two 2% on the same account. So I'll take you to the charts to show you how I got good those losses. So you see, losses that we incur on the markets, they are really not a result of our technical formula. It's all psychological. I'll get to the charts and I'll show you what I mean when I say the losses are not a result of technical formula. Um, I took, like I said, I took two losses on Nasdaq. Uh, on my last video, I made a breakdown of Nasdaq. I'll just start from H4 time frame, like give analysis and yeah, show you the setups, the entries, and how I took those losses. So let's get to the chart here. Let's look at Nasdaq on H4 time frame. As you can see from this this chart of Nasdaq is in a downtrend. Uh, this the last high. Price closed here in a low, still made a higher low because this area here was higher than this one, and price went back up and dropped, creating a low. So structure was really broken. It's about this area. So you understand this was our lower high, this was our lower low. Price continue this downtrend, making lower highs and lower low and lower high. So this is why our recent lower high on H4. This is all last week. So this is our lower low. So from the video that I did prior to this one, I was looking for a continuation of this downtrend. I said I was looking to sell Nasdaq when it gets to this area. So I'm going to get to H1 and show you something real quick. Let me get to H1. Let me get to H1. Let me get to H1. So the area that I'm going to mark here, the area is the movement that happened yesterday. So this area here, this area here, this area here is the movement that happened yesterday. So this is what I did. I entered my sell at this level because remember this is my H4 lower low, this area here. This is H4 lower low, and this is the lower high that we spoke of on H4. So I was looking for price to come to this area here to retest. Price did that, but I entered too early. I entered here, price took me out, and I thought to myself, maybe the market is gonna retrace dip. So price closed here in a high, price closed here in a high. So I kind of look at this as like this was a minor bullish structure. So when price went down, I expected to buy here so that not to buy here because I anticipated that the market will push a little bit higher, maybe come to this area here, which is I think on H4, this area, it has to be like yeah, the 88.6 feet level. So I anticipate a price will reject the level and come back here. But what price did, price continued that bearish momentum that I talked about. So I wasn't patient enough. I wasn't patient enough here to wait for a sell signal to be generated. And also the buy that I took right here, there was no signal that was generated here for a buy. I kind of went against the trend because the overall trend was in a downtrend. But I entered a buy here. There was no reason for me to buy Nasdaq right here. So those are the two losses that I want to talk about, that I could call them psychological losses, because I was trying to catch this sell before the signal was generated. Because a proper sell, if I waited for a signal, a proper sell was supposed to be here. The proper sell was supposed to be here. This all here was price creating some kind of liquidity. So a proper sell was supposed to be here. So those are the two cells that I want to talk about. Psychological losses. That's what I called it. So moving forward with Nasdaq, this is what I anticipate. I anticipate the initial movement that I talked about on the prior video. So this is what I'm expecting here. I'm expecting Nasdaq to continue selling. So remember, this is uh, the previous H4 lower high. So if price made it a low here, a high here, and made a low here. So this is the high that I'm looking at here. So price retraces back. What I should do is to wait for price to change a corrector for a lower high to form like this. This is what I was supposed to have waited for, because all this double bottom here and this movement here, this was just a retracement. So price is continuing with its downward movement. So this is a high here, this a high. This was broke structure here, but price dropped after making this higher low here. Price broke this higher low to make a low. So what I'm waiting for is for price to make a lower high to continue bearish. So those are the points that I wanted to touch on regarding losses. Why we sometimes incur these losses. It is not because the market did what no, it's because we do not have patience to wait for an edge to build, then we enter trades. So guys, those are two topics or points that I wanted to touch on. See you on the next video.